Intro, so we're live now. Playing the intro, see if it works. It's not playing on my computer. It doesn't do that, you know? I don't know why it does that.
Welcome to the Typical Skeptic Podcast, where we dive deep, you decide. Questioning the matrix from UFOs, where the shadows unknown reside. Robert Kalil busting myths like ghosts in the night. Paranormal pros, secret space ops, yo, we keep it real, no fright. Typical skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Aliens, Anunnaki, black ops in disguise. From abductions to ancient scripts, we flip the script wide. TSP style, mile after mile, truth can't hide. Hold up, TSP crew assemble, we dismantle the fable. My lab's targeted souls, breaking out of the stable. Dogman howling, Bigfoot prowling, cryptids in the mist. Mandela the fifth twist in reality, can't resist the twist. Soul trap snapping, reincarnation mapping, holographic dreams. Near-death visions, out-of-body missions, waking up the teams. No censorship here, we fear no elite scheme. Conspiracy kings ringing bells, hear the freedom ring. The skeptical seeking, never sleeping on the lies. Extraterrestrials, interdimensional highs. Welcome to the Typical Skeptic Podcast, where we dive deep, you decide. Welcome to the Typical Skeptic Podcast.
Here we go. Am I unmuted? Okay, there we go. I'm unmuted. Geez, man, it's always, this thing has a mind of its own, honestly. Hey guys, I'm really excited to about my guest today. We have back an absolute fan favorite, the Psychic Duck, and I wrote a little blurb about it, and I wrote, she's back, fan favorite, the Psychic Duck. Hey guys, we have a fan favorite with us today. We have the Psychic Duck, and she's going to be doing timeless psychic readings for you guys. And everybody loves when the Psychic Duck comes on. I wrote a little blurb about it. I wrote, she's back. Fan favorite, the Psychic Duck returns to the Typical Skeptic Podcast for another round of timeless, intuitive psychic readings for the live audience. Known for her grounded insights, humor, and connection to the higher mind, the Psychic Duck delivers accurate, compassionate messages that cut through the illusion and help listeners see their true path. Join me as the duck taps into timelines, energies, and personal guidance that's spot on every time. Whether it's love, career, spiritual purpose, or cosmic alignment, this is your night to get clarity and confirmation from one of the most gifted, intuitive readers in the community. And bring your questions, tune in live, and the energy will be high and the guidance will be timeless. With all that said, I'd like to give her a big warm welcome back to the show. Psychic Duck, thanks so much for coming back on. How are you?
Hey everybody, I'm in the dark rooms again. Hello.
It's interesting. Like, it's spooky season.
Yeah, you got it. It's spooky season where all our dreams come true. But in the dark, there lies a dream. In the dark, it isn't seen. Uh-oh, I'm in the dark again.
Love that. I'm about to log on from my computer real quick again. 1 second. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. That way I can get off my phone.
Beep, 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 beep.
Avoid that whole intro from now on because, like, that's just, yeah, that it causes issues like this. Yeah. Anyway, so Psychic Duck, you brought some friends with you today. You brought Timmy with you. I know Selena loves Timmy and Peanut Butter. You have them with you, right?
Yeah. Everybody's here. Everybody's trying to figure it out with me. Like, things have been turbulent in the dream rooms. Like, we had no idea how to work for what we want. We thought we just close our eyes and get everything, you know. But even in heaven, you have to be hardworking. So yeah, it's kind of spooky in here. Trying to keep the light. Every time I walk, the light dims, kind of scaring me, reminding me to look at myself in the mirror and be a good fellow and not cheat my friends and not say lies. What do you think, Rob?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Don't cheat your friends and don't say lies, people. It's
Yeah.
spooky season. We're watching you. Everything amplifies times 10,000.
That's a good point.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but so what's new, Psychic Doc? Have you been what's new in your world?
I don't know. I've been chilling them. Peanut Butter's been having trouble within his marriage and all that. It's okay. Like, I'm just giving him a shoulder to cry on. All that stuff, like, happening, yeah. Timmy's sailing. If you guys want to see Timmy as a boat.
Yeah. Let's see.
More present. He's been working on being more present with life and not just fading into space, but we'll just move away for Timmy.
That's hilarious. He's got a Rebels of Disclosure visor too. Wow, that's great.
It never ends.
Yeah. So what? So you said everything's amplified right now. Did you want to talk about that a little bit? Like,
Yeah, everything is super amplified, guys. It's like you make one mistake, you eat one piece of chocolate or one slice of pizza, and your tummy is bloated for 10 days. It's like that with emotions too, with being honest with yourself. So if you know if somebody's not good for you and you keep going back, he's gonna amplify, you're gonna get a bigger story, and you're like, what am I missing? What you're missing is yourself, guys. You're missing putting yourself first out there. And this is kind of the life story we're learning. How do you put yourself first before you sit in the dark? Because just like here, like I'm in the dark, you see me clearly, right? There's no distraction. That's why a lot of us things get taken away from us so we can actually see ourselves. So if you're in that position, just notice, like, what in yourself are you not taking care of? What are you not being honest with yourself about? And a lot of times we're all desperate. We're desperate to be loved. We're desperate to be, taken care of. And we're desperate to be, fed. Like, got fries from the back rooms. Everybody would want that.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's hard. It's easier said than done. But emotionally, it's hard because you look at yourself, you think you're a loser. And then, you kind of look at your facial hairs and be like, oh boy, this is not a good idea. Let me take it off. Or let me keep it on. Like, who cares? When you have those thoughts, they're both unreal. So you have to look at yourself and be like, I'm choosing myself today. I'm going to take care of myself right now. I'm going to ignore all the stupid thoughts in my head. And I'm just going to go out and take a breath of fresh air. I feel like that's the best thing you can do is breathe. A lot of times we're not breathing and we don't realize that. And our chests get like so clogged and heavy and, we feel stuffy and all that. And we call it allergies. That's not allergies. That's, not taking care of yourself. That's not listening to yourself. It gets really hard, but I'm just here to tell everyone that don't believe in themselves to freaking believe in themselves before somebody breaks them down into tiny pieces. Because, I've been through that karma. I've had people, break me down to tiny, tiny pieces, and all they wanted to do is chew me and spit me out and do it all over again because they're statistics motherfuckers. And there's a lot of them in the world, so, Yeah, everybody, watch your guns. Stay loaded and take care of yourself.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And the people in the audience are saying you're so right on. You're perfect. I mean, you're perfect. What you're saying is so right on. Did you want to? Should we get into the readings? I guess and the questions.
Yeah, go for it, guys. Yeah, but I'm here for y'all, friends. Bye, Rob. Here's a hug from me first. Hmm.
Thank
Hang
you.
in there. It's
Thanks.
spooky season. Ooh.
It's spooky season, is for sure. And she said, Michelle in the audience says, "Oh my God, the psychic duck is cussing." I love it. And yeah, so this one's from Rebecca, and she's gonna watch her answer later. I don't think she's watching live, but she says she had a recent breakup that blindsided and confused her. Is this permanent, or will they reconnect in the future? Is the other person dealing with unrelated personal issues, or as she did, or did it trigger them somehow? She says, um, yeah, and that's from Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca, hi. I'm feeling into you. 1 second. Let's feel into it. Oh, Rebecca, you have a person that has a lot of compulsive habits. And when I say compulsive, it just thinks that they do. It just happens like automatically. It's compulsive. And I don't think this person realizes that. But giving and giving and giving is not the most important thing in this life. And I think that's where the cord is between you and that person. It's like you feel like you need to give, and when you give, you change, and your opinions become more valid. That is very not true. That's kind of the illusion that binds you with people like I'm supposed to him. Yeah, that's what the illusion that binds you with people like him or connects you with people like him. Because there's this belief that if you give more or if you do more, if you say more, everything you believe in is going to be valid. Somehow you can justify yourself. And if you could find that one person that could hear you out, hear your whole story, they will believe you. That's bullshit. It doesn't work that way. A good person is a good person. You don't even have to try. They just see you and they just know you, and they will be trying to be with you. They will not necessarily have all of these compulsive lies and all that stuff happening in the background. So I feel like the hardest part about this situation is to understand and accept yourself. Like, give yourself the warmth that you've always needed. Give yourself the time and space to actually just see yourself and be like, your opinions are valid. Everything you believe in, we all have bullshit in our mind. That's all real. It brought you to who you are today. And if who you are is the best version of yourself, then you go, girl. You did the right thing. Because who would, if you had believed in something else, who would you become?
No,
You want to become like your aunt, like that you never spoke to for the last 10 years? Where is she? Oh, God damn it. You don't want to be that. But the hardest part about your story, or the main message I want to give you, is to really understand that there's always one jigsaw piece of the puzzle. That's for everybody listening. There's one jigsaw piece of the puzzle that connects you with your other half, or that connects you with the spouse. Everything else can fall into pieces once that jigsaw puzzle is pulled out. And for your jigsaw puzzle is looking for someone to make sure that everything you believe in is valid. And that could be from the smallest things to the biggest things. It's like if you could only give more, if you could only say more, somehow your ideas will become like written in a Sharpie instead of a pencil. And you don't need that, you know? All you need is someone that wants to grow with you as you grow within yourself. Someone understands that you're going to grow and they're going to grow too. And that is a whole different case, a whole different timeline as well. It has its own troubles, but if you choose that, it's a good time. You might have pizza at night,
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah,
Love is love. Good luck. I'm so sorry though. That really sucks.
yeah.
And
I
they'll
hope
reach out to you again. Just ignore it. Swipe.
I hope it gets better for you, Rebecca. And thank you for your question. The next two are donations from Selena. And yeah, if you guys want to, you guys can donate. You can. I put the links in the description and also in the chat. It does help out the show. So yeah. And I'll put it in there again. And Selena donated for herself and Jason to get readings. And I guess we could do. So Selena first. Let me pull up her profile, and let me see here. Okay, here she is with the cat profile. And then Jason will be next. And she just says we're reading. Let me see here. She says for reading from the psychic duck, she doesn't have a question per se.
Reading from the psychic duck. Okay. Let's feel into it. Oh, Selena, what's going on? Interesting. I'm here. It's kind of like your inner thoughts come in kind of sequences or mantras. I don't know how to explain it, and it's like I'm hearing somebody say, I am under no obligation to say yes just because I asked you for a favor. There's something about somebody that expects something from you, and they asked you for a favor of some sort. Just because you ask them for a favor doesn't mean they have to say yes. Just because they help you doesn't mean you have to say yes. And that's okay. There's no law that says that you have to people please all the time. Some days you just cannot give back, and you're like, hey girl, I'm sorry, I just can't give back. I can't, I can't do this right now. I can do this later. And that's all right too. And I'm seeing strawberry shortcake. I don't know what that means. And specifically the orange shortcake house. Yeah, I don't know what that means for you. So just gonna put that out there. But as I feel into you, but also there's a lot of times you have a lot of chords that say there's something that you need to fix or there is something that you need to heal. Here's the thing, you're always going to find something that you need to fix and something that you're going to heal. So there's always going to be a problem, and it feels like this healing is never ending. You're in a place where you need to breathe in new life. If you can just remind yourself, I'm breathing into these feelings, or I'm breathing into a new life, you'll slowly start living, and life seems to be seamless and less problems will occur. But it's kind of like you have to reprogram yourself to say, you're here to breathe in new life. Not necessarily I'm here to heal or I'm here to fix or there's something I need to do. There's something I need to, understand. The more you do that, the more you'll always find something. You might even find yourself in culinary school learning to understand pies and shit like that and, go into your grandma's timeline. That's not your karma. You see, I hope I painted the picture. You see what I mean? You find people taking on other family members' karmas and you don't need to make pie anymore. No one's going to whip you for making bad pie. But you're in a place where you need to just reprogram yourself to see, I breathe into this. I breathe a new life for me. And don't breathe into things to fix. You need to really rewire that. And you'll find the road will be like so much smoother. I hope this makes sense. I feel like I went around and around.
That was amazing. And I hope that resonates with you, Selena. That was great. And yeah. Let me see here. And then the follow-up would be for Jason. And then I'll just put his profile up here. And then we'll just go down the line for whoever wanted a reading next. I'm assuming he doesn't have a question. There was no question in the thing. Yeah. Selena says, thank you. Great reading, she said.
Yeah, thank you. Does Jason, he said no. Actually, here, ask Jason if he could, to write in the comments, if he could drink a cup right now, would it be a cup of water, a cup of coffee, or a cup of tea?
Did you hear that, Jason? She said, "What you could drink something right now? What would you drink? A cup of water, a cup of coffee, or a cup of tea?" He said water.
Ooh. Cup of water for our friends. Okay, let's feel into it. Thanks, Jason. Let's feel into it. Guys, I'm spooked out for myself when I see myself. In here, I feel spooky. It's like you can see my bones and my alopecia. I'm very, self-conscious about it. Okay, Jason. Well, the first thing I heard is you are not alone, and you are not too awkward to be around. You are not difficult to love, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I'm hearing you're not alone. You're not alone, you're not alone. I'm actually seeing people, and between now and end of December, I'm seeing people trying to reach out to you from your past. And I'm not here to say be careful. I'm here to take ownership of how you want to relate to these people. Sometimes when people come back to us, it's not because necessarily we have to be there for them. It's kind of like giving ourselves the corrective experience, or giving ourselves the power to be in our own power. A lot of times we had our power stripped away from us. We had our power being pulled out of our eye sockets, like where we couldn't even see what's in front of us. If somebody said, I didn't beat you and this happened, I could be like, yeah, you never beat me, though you're bleeding. You know? This is what abuse looks like. But you're in a place where you'll have people from the past reaching out to you because it's your time to reclaim yourself. It's your time to act from the most powerful version of yourself. And all of a sudden, these people do disappear. And you'll know you did it right because they just suddenly disappear, like even sometimes forever, which kind of creeps me out because I've had those moments too. But once you have done or said the right thing, it just kind of just poops and you have a new set of people come into your life. Or just thinks, well, you'll just be pushed into the next timeline. But yeah, I would say just notice how you relate to them. If you're unaware, which does happen, especially when you're a newer version of yourself. Every year, guys, we become a different version of ourselves. So the version of you that's seeing that text on your phone and you're like, whoa, it's them? Notice how you feel in your body. Notice what your belly says. You know, if your belly says it needs to eat, you just pause and tell your belly, not now. We need to look at this. Because the one that wants to eat is the one that's avoiding their own feelings. So yeah, just connect with the belly, feel the anxiety or whatever it is, and take the chance to actually be the most powerful version of yourself. Be seen as that. Notice I said more powerful, not the nicest version of yourself. Those are two different things. And they can get mushy. It's like learning how to eat spaghetti all over again. But yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up between now and end of December.
I love that. These are amazing so far. I mean, these are really good. Yeah. Let me see here. So, we got Michelle next. Michelle says, "May I please have a reading?" She says, "Do you have a question, Michelle? Or I guess I could see. I don't know. No question. Or maybe I should wait. I'll wait and see what she says. They're a little bit behind. So, Duck, are you still there?"
Yeah, I'm just swimming.
Aurora Diamondheart says the Duck is on with the readings for sure.
Rob, do you want to play Truth or Dare?
Sure.
Okay, Truth or Dare?
Truth.
I wanted a dare. No dares. No, no dares.
Dare?
Okay, Truth.
Dare.
You'll do a dare?
Okay.
Okay, write on Facebook that you're going to order for for the 789th person that likes your post, 10 boxes of pepperoni pizza.
Then I'll have to buy them,
Buy them on Tuesday. Buy one, get one free.
Yeah. That's a good idea,
I wonder who the 789th person would be to like a post on Facebook. That's crazy.
I never got that many likes, I maybe got like 130, 160, but not 700. That's a lot.
That's how you know you have a stalker, when it enters that number.
That's funny. Yeah, right?
That'll be creepy.
I think there's a lot of crazy people in our community, though, as it is. There's they're definitely in abundance in our community.
But what if somebody just wants pizza? And they ask their family to start liking your post. And then, they bring their friends over. Somebody just really wants 10 boxes of pizza.
Maybe.
And all of a sudden you have new followers because somebody said they'll buy 10 boxes of pizza for them.
It could work, It could be a marketing strategy for sure. I think that's a good. Maybe I'll do it. That's a good business. Yeah. Michelle didn't answer, so maybe she just wants I guess a general because she never answered about yeah. So I don't know.
Okay, can you put her picture just because my brain is going all over the place today?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no, you're
sorry.
good.
Yeah, let me see here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I usually do that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, no, we
There
were
we go.
waiting for her. Oh, hey, Michelle. Oh, that's Michelle Earthquake. Okay, let's feel into her. Ah, Michelle. Things are not going as fast because it's the time to carve out time for self-care. It's weird. It's like every time you make time for something, it's like time runs out and you have to make time for something else. But the real time they need to make is for yourself to just breathe and to just take care of yourself. And when I say take care of yourself, I do feel some minor aches and pains and all of that needs to be checked out here and there. Something needs to be adjusted or stabilized. I do feel something around the back that needs to be stretched of some sort. Some like traction. I don't know, I'm losing my words, but there's something about the back. So if you're wondering why you have certain headaches or something like that, they're pointing to like, I hear the word lumbar. I don't know what lumbar is in terms of the back world. Um, so yeah, stop overthinking it. Just get adjusted, and you'll be okay. So there's a lot of that you need to do. Let's see. I also hear somebody that wants to do stuff with you, and I hear in their head it says, "There's nobody else like you. There's no one like you." There's a lot of that. So I wonder if, if that person is, if you know who that person is, they want to celebrate your uniqueness. They want to embrace you with that. So I would say trust yourself and be with that person. They're safe to be with, and they're emphasizing that this person. It's kind of like when I don't know. They're taking me to like a disco party, and you'll see people dancing next to like the one that's dancing like nobody's watching, like crazy dancing. And that's how this person feels because they see you being all groovy in yourself. They want to embrace that side of them and they want to be all groovy and, you know, crazy with themselves. It's like dance with the girl that doesn't care and keep dancing. You're that person for her. So, yeah, just allow yourself to just be you and allow yourself to be loved. I think that's really hard and scary, but yeah, you have love in the air and somebody wants to love you. Maybe you guys can take the 10 boxes of pizza, I don't know, from Ralph. But yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, and I hope that resonates with you, Michelle. And yeah, and that was great. That was great. J3GC, and it says the psychic duck is a wise quacker. I love that. And then
Quack.
Matthew Mooney says it looks like you're in a swamp. He says looks like she's in a swamp.
I do feel it. Like the dream world has been really funny. Like I haven't seen anyone I would be worried about. Like there aren't any creatures. But look, I just go in the dark all of a sudden. It brightens up and then it gets spooky. So yeah, I guess it's a weird swamp.
Yeah, it could be the duck's swamp grounds or something. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're usually in the back rooms, Usually you're usually in the back rooms. I'm used
Yeah,
to.
thanks to peanut butter, he put so much weight. He didn't want to buy, equipments and stuff. You know how the money is everything, and we just fell into the back rooms. Like it's so frustrating. That's okay. I found a piece of myself I wouldn't have found hadn't I gone to the back rooms. And I met Tobias, and I made some great lifelong friends, even Timmy.
Wow, I love that.
Mm.
The next one is from let me see here. Chloe Ariel Soul Sessions, Chloe Angelic, and she says, should she start her show in December? She wants to do a show, and if anybody else wants a reading, just put your name in the chat, and we'll get to it. And then if you donate, obviously it'll be you'll get first, but we'll get whoever goes whoever like yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Chloe, I'll just say it. I hear if you're worried something won't work out, it won't work out because of dysregulation, not because of the show itself. You have everything that you need to make a show, but the hardest part is showing up for and maintaining that routine of the show. And one of the reasons why you cannot maintain routine of the show, not because you don't have anything to say or if it's lame or anything like that, it's because of dysregulation or managing your what's the word I'm looking for? I'm losing my words today. I'm pointing to my brain that you see. It's like managing your dopamine and serotonin and all that funny stuff in your head. You have to manage them because you're going to be the first one in your family lineage to have actually managed them. No one else has. So it makes sense that you wouldn't know how to manage them and that you're dysregulated. So you're not just creating a routine for a show, you're creating a routine for a whole new version of you. So when you start a show, just recognize that you're actually creating a routine for a whole new version. And what does that version look like? That version could be, I don't know, slimy. She can have oily hair. She can this. If you're happy with that, great. But you can do better, girl. Like, I would say the hardest part is really allowing that different version of you to emerge and to be seen. And even if that version of you sometimes goes on long tangents and says stories, then go for it. You're really good at piecing information together that no one would have thought about. I always say the hardest part again is just really like creating that routine for all versions of you. It's like, even a routine to shower, a routine to, go out of the house, a routine to, hustle and all that, because it gets really tricky. But I'm also hearing there's something you may not want to hear. I'm hearing something about food, or you need to take in food in a different way. That's not another hard part. Something about I honestly I see the color yellow or pale. It's like I'm not sure if there's like meat that needs to be involved or something, but I do see a lot of that. So if you find yourself tired or sluggish, I would say check your B12 of some sort, something like that. Just get that checked out, because yeah, it's like you have the zest, you have the drive, you have the knowledge, you have the speech capacity, but the hardest part again is finding ways to calm the fuck out when you need to calm the fuck out. And we all struggle with that, believe me. Rob has created a discipline to be here with the talking duck. Like he could be in bed right now, but instead he's with a talking duck. Like, he's disciplined. And I feel like he can. Other people with YouTube channels can relate to it. You just have to show up. It becomes your life. It becomes you. So ask yourself, if you can be that version of you, then go for the show. But if you just want to sit down and just sit down, it's not gonna work out. But yeah. But the fact that you even have those thoughts, that means you're meant to do it. So hang in there.
Yeah, and I love that for you, Chloe, and and I hope it gets better for you. And yeah, this was let me see here. And the next one is from Holland Sass, and and thank you for the kind words, like, that's nice of you. And she says, "Hey guys, can I get a message from Shiomara, my coworker, general reading from her guide?" She says.
General reading for guides. And it's a cool name. Shiomara. It's a cool name. Alright, let's feel into it. Whoa, I hear keep looking. I'm not really sure what she's looking for. She's looking for a place. She's looking for... There's something about don't forget to keep looking. Like, just keep looking. Huh. Just keep looking. It's keep repeating. So I guess there's something that they are looking for. They're gonna find it. It's gonna be there. I would give it till like end of November. And the picture that I get is a slow snail. So I would say like slowly but fucking surely you'll get what you're looking for. So that's that for sure. Let's see. And I'm not sure if Shiomara is trying to ask for something new, or she's trying to ask for... I'm not sure if it's a she, but if they're asking for something new, or they need to like structure their words in a different way, they need to like really speak out what they see, because there's something that they know that others don't know, but they just don't freaking trust themselves. And I'm not sure why. And then they think that, they're just depressed and resistant to any change, and that's not true. It's just no one really has heard them before. So like, just pour your heart out and say what you need to say, because you see things that other people don't see, honestly. Like, I'm not sure if they recognize that. I'm not sure at all. But yeah, like, and I just want to also acknowledge that yes, you're allowed to ask for connection. Shimara is seeking connection. Like her heart is asking for connection. And by growing up, you were told you were an attention seeker. So no matter what, people are gonna shun and look down on you. That's not true. You're a person, and you're in the human form. And in the human form, there are needs, and one of them is feeling connected. There's a difference between hanging out with somebody and you're connecting than hanging out with somebody and you're getting corrected every single second. And you've had a lot of that in your life, and it makes sense that you'll still be seeking that true connection coming in your life. So yeah, just I would say hang in there and speak your mind, because there is a lot going on, and I keep seeing like looking or keep looking, and I saw like a fence. I'm not really sure what that is, but yeah, Shiomara, keep looking. Yeah, don't quit. That's my message for them.
I love that, and I hope that works out for your coworker, Crystal. And thank you. And yeah, that was amazing. Let's see here. Who's next? Brian Larson in the chat says the duck abides. Mm-hmm. And I'm seeing if we got any other cool messages from the chat. We got Anchor Haven who would like a reading. Julia Anchor Haven. And thank you for donating, Julia. That was really nice of you. And she says, can I have a reading, please? And she says, general.
General reading for Anchor Haven. Huh. Well, interesting. I heard leading with empathy. You've done this before. What you're going through right now, or you're trying to move forward with a plan, with an idea, you're trying to build bridges between ideas right now. They're taking you back to 2017. There's a version of you in there that perceives emotions, that's extremely engaged in what they do. And one of the ways right now they lead with empathy and people start to trust you is by saying it's okay to feel the way you do. Like there's this version of you that's like saying that. It's like it's okay to feel the way you do. You give permission to people to have feelings. I would say the next stage of your journey of bringing knowledge out and information is to show people I hear like you're not alone, so to show people that like they're not alone and reduce isolation in their world. That's kind of where your ideas or your healing is going. And it may not make sense. Just see them as like stones in a lake. There's all these stones, but if there's only one stone, it sucks. But it's when there's like 1,000 stones and they all look so pretty, it makes sense. So this is just one of 1,000 stones that you're meant to do in this world. Allow yourself that responsibility, because it will take you to a different place. Like helping people feel less isolated is not something to take lightly. Like you're really good at that. People feel like a sense of companionship around you. And it's not just because they feel helped, that's absolutely not the idea you're putting out there. You're putting out there that they're not alone, and that has a wide range of people are allowed to take the time and be with you, or people feel listened to, people feel open with you, people feel like somebody is putting words into their mind that they never thought they could. And lastly, you really honor their stories. But I would say the hardest part right now, or I'm not really sure what's going on. I hear the word blood pressure, so really make sure that's under control. Perhaps there are other family members that didn't have that too, like under control, so I'm seeing a bit of that. But beyond that, you really help people feel, less alone. And don't take that role lightly. Please embrace it.
I love that for you, Anchor Haven. That's great, and I think it fits Julia well. And let's see here, we got Erica Cruz up next, and we got a lot of people who want readings. Erica says, "What do you see with me, Erica? Please," she says.
What do you see with me?
Maybe she means a general. I don't know.
No, yeah, I'm just feeling into it. So I didn't mean to be like, what? I was more like, I'm like, what do you see in me? I was gonna say the world, but yeah, that's not really an answer. What do you see in me? I need to get out of my silly brain so I can feel into it. I'm feeling silly for a brief second, guys. What do I see in you? Okay. I feel like I'm gonna return back to this question, but because I'm getting different things that don't necessarily align to this question, Erica, I'm gonna go back to this question, but I'm just gonna see. I'm hearing the need, and interesting. I'm hearing freedom, and the need of freedom isn't necessarily to be free or. In your world or in your soul, the need for freedom is the need of choices. And it's more than the need of control. In the past, it was more about, feeling in control, being autonomous, being the one that does. But right now, it's like, what are my choices? Where do I go from here? What choice do I have to move forward? Am I just going to repeat the same shit every day? There's something about, creating new choices for yourself or finding new choices. And sometimes to find new choices is to go to a place that you wouldn't normally go to. This sounds silly. It could even be like the library, or it could even be like just smoking a cigarette in front of Starbucks. Don't even have to buy anything in there. It's just you went to that different place one morning and you just don't know why you're just doing that. It's like that's where choices start, representing themselves. And you want choices to present themselves in harmony. A lot of times people think choices come through in times of hardship. But also we need choices in good times, in times of where we feel full and our bellies are full of, love and joy. It's not just you sit down and be the laughing Buddha and just gain weight. That's not what happiness is, and you know that. We still need choices, we still need direction. So one of the ways we can get like a harmony form of choices, like harmonious, in a sense, just try to do something different. It doesn't, again, like it can be as small as, smoking a cigarette and just staring at this person walking slowly, all, fentilled out. Like you never know where that will take you from that moment. But what do I see in you? I see somebody that's, that found their strength, but right now they want to express their strength in a different way. Because the current expression that you have, it's not outdated, it's just not necessarily all of you. So now you're ready to bring all of you into this world. And to bring all of you into this world is to show you how to be mutual, how to have a mutual compromise. Because to have a mutual compromise is how to actually heal your lineage. So you are on the path there, but there's few strings that you need to tie and few things that you need to like create a mutual outcome with people. Yeah, the channel closed, so hang in there, girl.
Yeah, I think she liked it because she said, "Oh my God," and then she wrote love, the love symbol. So I think she really, resonated with her. And yeah, that was amazing. You are really on point tonight. So I was gonna say something's off with me. I'm not feeling right tonight. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. Like I'm not. Yeah, I have
Did,
no.
Rob,
I
did you eat 2 hours ago something?
did I what?
Did you eat?
Yeah, I ate right before the show.
Like before the show in 15 minutes or an hour?
Like 15 minutes ago, but I hadn't eaten all day up until that point.
Uh, you need a bit of, I hear bread or carbs to neutralize the tummy. You need
Yeah,
to neutralize it. Yeah.
I think that's why I have like brain fog or something. That's what it
Mm,
seems like it is. It's like brain fog. Yeah, it's
yeah.
weird. You
No,
know.
it happens, buddy. Yeah, tummies are complicated. Don't be hard on yourself.
Thanks, Psychic Doug.
Do you
And
have
this,
crackers? It helps me.
I don't have any up here, but I can, that after sure for sure. Yeah, I'll get some. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like
Um,
some bread substance.
yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is from Dana Krieger, and she donated. Thank you, Dana, for donating. And she says, "General reading, please." And
1 second. Let's feel into it. General reading. Hmm. I'm hearing March. Do you have plans? Is there some place you want to go in March? Like I'm hearing something about going somewhere in March. hearing that. Hmm. I'm also here's an interesting one. I'm seeing a person draw a circle on the sand. That's what I'm seeing. It's like a person that's drawing on the sand and they've spent so much time alone learning and growing. But do they actually like what they see in the mirror? That's the question. Do they actually like what you've done? Do you actually like all the work that you've done? And a lot of times when we feel incomplete or we do more, perhaps you're just not happy with what you've done so far. And when I say not happy, doesn't mean that you don't feel like you've done a great job. Yes, you probably feel a great job, but you feel like there is more. And one of the reasons why I'm bringing this up, because when we acknowledge something that we're not happy about, we can create something out of it. See it as like a tree. It's like the tree has a leaf and it's like, I feel empty. I'm going to have some fruit. And they have oranges and apples and whatever grows on them. So you're in that space. It's like, hey, now you've created this tree. What do you want to grow on it? You know, what will make you feel happy when you look at yourself in the mirror? It's like for some people, they've created like, or like if you think about kids, it's like they've created this random paper mache out of newspaper. I don't know if you've done that, or if you know people have done that. They'll just create random shapes and they're so happy and they're so proud of what they've done. That's the feeling that your unconscious is seeking right now. It's like you want to create this thing. And it's only as meaningful as true it is to your heart. It could even be a bracelet. It could also be like a childhood picture. It could be like, you know, they're taking me to 2006. I'm not sure if there was something they used to create that made you happy. They're really trying to push you to bring that version of yourself out there. So, yeah, the channel's kind of closing, but it's like, notice what you've grown and notice the areas in which you don't necessarily feel like you've liked what you created, and you're being given an opportunity to create something more out of that. Just see yourself, like meditate and see yourself as a tree and visualize different fruits, and suddenly an idea will pop in, just to remind you. And also 2006 has been presenting itself, so I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, hang in there.
Wow, I love that. You know, this is great for Dana, and thank you, Dana, again. And well, maybe we could do a couple more. Let me see here.
Yeah, cool.
This one's from Connor Allen. I'm trying to find all the ones that are. I'm trying to find. Yeah. What is going on here? There we go. But he just wants a general reading. He says, "There we go." Connor. Yeah.
Connor, can I have a general reading, please? Yes, you may. Just give me a second. Oh, this is an interesting one, Connor. I'm hearing something about you've prioritized your inner peace and let go of external validation. But the hardest part is, keeping promises to yourself. It looks like you've made all of these promises, and you've made them all come true for the world. It's like all these unconscious promises. It could even be like, like an unconscious promise could be that you'll never, if you see somebody hungry, you're going to give them like some money or food. That's like an unconscious promise. I'll make sure that no one, if I walk in my path and I see a homeless person, they're hungry, I'm going to feed them. That's an unconscious promise. So you have a lot of those promises that you have fulfilled in this lifetime, which is great. But what about the promises for yourself? It's like all the things you've left behind. It's just because you thought there's no way to them. It's like the promise of, let's say, I will, and again, this is me butchering it since we're on a live show and now like in a one-to-one intimate space. It could be a promise of like, I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to go to bed by midnight, and you don't go, and you don't keep that promise to yourself. So they're kind of asking you to look at all the promises you're not keeping for yourself. And that's kind of between now and end of this year, what's all about. It's like, finding space to make your inner promises to come true. But I'm also seeing something about like listening to your intuition. And but what's interesting about listening to your intuition, it's kind of just showing me somebody looking at a picture in a museum. So I'm not really sure. I mean, I cannot pinpoint what those two images mean. It's like they might be asking you to like find clues and different things you've seen or present different pictures, and explain what you see in the picture to people. There's something about that you're really good at that. Like you're really good at breaking things down into small digestible pieces for people. But there is something about having rest, and it looks like rest for you is just looking at a picture for a really long time and suddenly something grows out of it. So that's not talent that you should, let to waste. There's something about that. Ooh, now I see it. That's one of your things that's coming through. It's like you're creating a museum of like old facts and stuff like that. Virtually. It's kind of like a virtual museum. That's one of their purposes. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, so I wonder if you recognize that about yourself. Yeah, it's paused the channel paused there. I guess that's what you need to know.
Yeah, I love that. I love that for Connor. That's great. And thanks, Connor. And let me see here. This is General New England Dirt Roadie. He wants to know. He says, "How late am I?" He says, "Can I ask a general question about current events?"
Sure.
Yeah, you can. Sure. What's your question? Mm.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. I would just move on to the next person. I don't know what's going on with this. So the next person is the Andromedan. He was a reviewing. That's anger. Okay, it's messing with the chat. Honestly, it is. I should have this prepared. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's like the wormhole.
Yeah, it's like the chat is like, oh, here we go. Here's the Andromedan. He says general reading. He said.
Okay, I'll feel into it. Let's feel into it. Hmm. Oh, interesting, Andromeda. I'm hearing. Notice all the things that you label as good and bad. Notice that. I guess that it's like they're kind of giving you an opportunity to revise what's within. Like, just notice the things you've labeled as good as bad. And once you notice them, ask yourself, is this actually from you, or is this from your parents, or from somebody that told you if it's good and bad? There's like a cathartic release from there that will hold you from the past, that'll help you move forward. So if you're wondering why you can't move forward or create things from scratch or do certain things, it's kind of, see it as like little chains. And if you look at the chains, they're chained to a window. And all you have to do is remove the chain. And then you can open the window and fully see what's actually in front of you. So yeah, I would say notice, like, what are the things that you've labeled as good and bad? They're kind of presenting that to you. They're really asking you to do that. Like, don't give up on yourself. Like, things can be really bleak and dark, but there's so much within you. But you can only move through once you can identify what you feel. Because sometimes things are either great or not great. It's like either numb or feeling nothing at all. But there is something out there. Because if there's nothing out there, you wouldn't feel so numb. You wouldn't feel so like, forlorn and torn down. There's a lot that can be shared with the world, and there's so much that you can do. Hang in there.
That was amazing. Yeah. Let's see if there's anybody else who wants a reading. It just took me to the whole beginning of the Dinosaur Mom says, "What the heck?" He doesn't. I don't think he gets the thing of the. I guess that's it for tonight. Yeah, I guess that'll be. I guess that's it. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll finish up there. I'm not feeling too good, Psychic Duck. I gotta take the night off. I think. You know,
It's alright. Hang in there.
I'm not feeling good at all. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah. But I mean, this was amazing. We went almost an hour. Yeah. Like, do you want to tell everybody where they can find you and all that stuff? And thank you so much for doing this. This was we have one more person. There's Crystal Nicole. Maybe we could do one more reading. She says
Yeah.
she says I'd love a general reading.
Yes, a general reading. Crystal Nicole. Yes. Let's feel into it. 1 second. It just kind of turned off my channel. I need to turn it back on. Interesting. When you feel like you're at your limit, or emotionally or mentally drained and need a break, it's not necessarily because you don't have the energy or you don't have the strength. A lot of times because you feel alone or you feel a lack of understanding from others. So notice how feeling a lack of understanding from others can actually drain you. It's not, again, I really want to emphasize, it's not because you don't have the energy or you don't have the drive or you're missing information if you're not moving forward or something. It's because if you're alone and there's no one there to witness your growth. If you think about it, a child will most likely do something more often when they actually get validation. And somehow it's okay for a child to seek that, but once an adult seeks that, they're like a weirdo or something. So just want to emphasize you're not weirdo if that's what you need. And I feel like you didn't necessarily realize that's kind of what you needed. Just like a person that supports you and understands you and hears you out. So I guess just hoping that you can find a sense of community or somebody you can share your ideas with, where things feel very, alert and alive. People that bring, beauty into your world. And I'm also seeing travel for you as well. So I feel like the hardest part about that travel is, just allowing yourself to be your authentic self. Because a lot of times you're a peacekeeper. You try to put everyone first before you. So this is just a universal authorization that you can put yourself first. But hang in there.
Yeah, I love that. And now people in the chat are talking about a parasite cleanse, and people are giving their ideas of what parasite cleanse. Yeah. Okay. We had one more. We had one more from Patricia Heaslip. Yeah, and she's from all the way down under, from Australia. And Patricia says, let me see what and thanks for donating, Patricia. That was nice of you. She says, let me see what she says. She says, Psychic Duck, can you advise? I have a new opportunity to rent my own art, which would mean I could leave my gallery of 23 years, but has not sold much art this year. She says, go bold and leave, or question mark.
Can you, sorry, Rob, can you repeat that again? Something about her artwork and...
Yeah, she says, Psychic Duck, can you advise? I have a new opportunity to rent my own art. I think she means her own art studio or something. She says, which could mean I would need to leave my gallery of 23 years, which has not sold much art this year. She says, should I go bold and leave, or question mark?
Good. Let me feel into that. Well, weird. I actually got a no. I'm surprised. Yeah, I hear don't do that. You need to embrace each moment. The hardest part about your art is connecting to what it is. It's kind of like your art absorbs the richness of the world, or it represents that. And I think the hardest part is showing what your life has become in there. And that's why you haven't sold much. But no, do not do that. I hear the emphasis do not do that. Do not sell. Because there will be good things coming through, but the hardest part is showing people how to create that space for themselves. So if you want to move forward to create something new, show people how to create what you created for yourself, because very few people are able to do what you do. And a lot of people want to be like you, and you don't even know they exist. So I would say to make more income to put out there, people can visit your studio, people can acknowledge or embrace how you've created what you created and help people set up their own studio. I'm not sure if that's even a thing that exists. Like you help people find like art studios that they can set up and you help them start their journey and coach them through the process. That could be a way to create more income. But to, rent it out for a bit, I hear a no. It's kind of like your home. It's very vulnerable from what I feel. Yeah.
Well, so don't leave her. And then
No.
she says, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. She says, XOXO. So, well, wait, why couldn't she just do both? Like, why couldn't she keep her, her job, but then sell some of her personal art on the side,
Yeah, she can do that, but not to like let go of the whole renting area. Like that she was trying to say.
Yeah.
But there are a
Yeah.
lot of people that want to be like her, and I don't think she realizes that. Like, create like a show people how to do what she did for the last 23 years. It's very precious.
Yeah. I
It's
love
like
that.
bringing light to the world by bringing pieces of themselves. Like if you think about it, people wear necklaces or bracelets that reminds them of where they come from, or the planet, or a crystal, or oh, this is from my grandma, sentiment, or this is passed on from generation to generation. That includes like the pieces that she helps people find. A piece that reminds them of home, and people don't even realize that's the energy they're bringing in, and she's able to pick on that energy.
I love that. Yeah. No, well, this has been amazing, Psychic Duck. Yeah, do you want to tell people where they can find you? And thank you. This was awesome. I really enjoyed this.
You guys can find me on psychicduck5d@gmail.com. That's where I live right now. And I'm in the dream rooms. That's kind of spooky.
I love it. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on today, Psychic Duck. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. So tomorrow, guys, I'll just announce right now. I have a show at it's either I think it's 3:30 Eastern. It's a secret space show. It's going to be with John Whitberg and Ash Newskin. But that's going to be on Rumble. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to tune into Rumble, subscribe to my Rumble. It'll be on Rumble, then it might be on YouTube later. But it definitely will be on YouTube later for sure. But I need to do certain shows like on Rumble, so we'll do that one on Rumble, and then we'll put it on YouTube, and then yeah, and yeah, thanks, Psychic Duck. It's always awesome to have you on the show. I really appreciate it.
I love you all. I love you guys. I love you, Ralph.
All right, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a good night, everyone.